We've been through a long journey, you and I have. A journey that I did not expect that I would be taking. Until I took it. Remaking all of Geometry Dash World. This was just gonna be a one-off video. I only do it once, I move on to the next thing. But with the amount of support y'all been giving the series, I had to wrap it up and go all the way through with it. So I got 3 more levels for you today. Yeah, I said it. We're doing 3 levels today. And those levels being Years, Space Pirates, and Beast Mode. Oh, where are my manners? What is up, guys? Souls! Hold up. What's up, guys? It's your boy Souls here, and welcome back to Geometry to the Dizzle Dash. You already know. Now, we have been on a long journey. And I'm not gonna lie, there have been hiccups, many hiccups throughout all of these levels, but we somehow strive and bring our pride into these levels. Now you're probably wondering, Souls, 3 levels? How are you gonna do this? Well, there is one level in particular that I bet a lot of you can already guess what it is, because it's the only level left that I want to dedicate its own video to, because that's getting a complete revamp. Like, that level is my favorite level out of all Geometry Dash World, and that deserves its own video, and it's getting completely redone. I might spend like 3 days just remaking it. All right, we're gonna start with Years, because Years is quite the interesting level. Y'all weren't supposed to see that. Years is quite the interesting level, and as you can already tell, I already kinda got started with it. To a degree. Let me explain what I mean. So what I was doing before the recording, because the last video of this was me playing 3D Dash, and while I was waiting for that level to it's a video. While I was waiting for that video to render, I was just coming up with ideas of what I can do with the 3 levels, just so it doesn't take me nearly as long to build all of them. So I kind of got started with Years, a little bit of a backdrop design with a little bit of a drop shadow, which I'm going to turn down the opacity of that. That's a little bit dark. And we got a little bit of decoration on top, as well as some animated blocks and some pixel effects. I really cannot wait for the 2.2 pixel effects. Well, not pixel effects, the particle effects. That particle editor is so powerful. Like, I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. We're just gonna kind of use this area as our base, because the absolute beginning of this level is really barren. It is empty. I am disgusted. Let's go ahead and make some water, because water is something that the lava block is used for. Well, I don't even consider it a lava block. I just consider it the motion, the liquid block. All right, we're gonna put this on B1. B11, because this is going to be somewhat on top of everything, while also not at the same time. And we're also going to be putting this in its own layer, which thankfully I already did. Now, what color should this water be? Because I always got like a water vibe from this level, but with purple aspects to it. It's kind of weird how I think it is, but it just kind of flows. It kind of flows like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this white shading here, and I'm going to put this on top. Should I put this on T1 and have it blending, or no? Yeah, non-blending looks whack, so we're not doing that. Another thing I like to do with my water is I'm going to put this actually on B1, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on its own layer just for organization purposes, and I'm going to copy paste it and turn it into like a little glow avenue thing. You see how it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yes. Do see certain levels try this effect out. I don't know how well this is gonna work with this, but I noticed like realistic lava and water has been made recently, and it utilizes these blocks, I think, and it has this on top. So I wonder if I can pull off like some shiny water. I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but I'm just gonna try it. I really want to see how this looks in game. This probably looks so goofy. It has to. Actually, okay. This doesn't look nearly as goofy as I thought it was going to look. Like, all I have to do is take this and lower the opacity. Yo. The only thing that's holding this thing back is like this. Like, hold on. Now, don't ask me how to make the splashes realistic. I don't know how to do that. This was literally on complete accident. I did not mean to do this, but I like it. And we can actually just make the rotations really slow just to make it immersive. That's not bad. I think I might keep it as is. I think I'm keeping it that. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm leaving that as is. I like that. I like this. Hold on. Let's see the game first. I'm keeping that. I am now gonna work on the block design. Now the block design is not bad, but I'm just gonna add a little bit extra to it. Because, you know, your boy is a little bit extra, you know what I mean? I ain't talking about extra souls. Honestly, these blocks are not bad for this. Ooh, this is turning into something devious. What decoration piece looks good right there? That's the real question. These do. Those do. These do. These do. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I wish I put it in a different layer because I want to try one more thing. I wanted to see what would it look like if I copy pasted it. Work smarter, not harder. Work smarter, not harder. I got idea. The base and delete the excess. Work smarter, not harder. Oh my goodness gracious. Matter of fact, bam. Hold on. Am I just popping off today? Bro, might as well work on the arrow now. So, like I said, we're gonna change the color. They're player colors. No wonder I didn't like it. All right, just to differentiate it from the background right here. All right, not bad, not bad. All right, then what I'm gonna do, I might as well keep it as it is now since I like it. I'm gonna scale it down, and I'm gonna change the hue of it ever so slightly. That's not bad actually. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm gonna be copy pasting this arrow everywhere now. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Alright, now that we have our basic block design with a couple of little small triangles on the inside of them, as far as foreground decoration, I'm not sure what to add to the top. Like, I can add some glow to the top, make it at least not empty. A couple of gears and stuff of the same color but just lower brightness, and just have those across the top as well, and just spread out. That worked out. Am I just popping off today? Is today my pop-off day? But I can be devious and make one saw up there kill you. And I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do one of my favorite saws. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a default saw right here. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one of my quarter circles. Yeah, quarter circles. And make a nice big old circle. Gonna make it, select all of that, make it black, and put it on T1. Why not? And we're gonna put this black circle right on top. I don't even think I'm gonna decorate it. I think I'm plainly just gonna leave it like this, because having a plain full black thin saw like this just does wonders. Like, look at that. That's just omega clean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much more I can add to this, but if I keep going, I'm never going to finish this level. So now I'm going to continue doing this with all the block designs, which usually takes me the longest. So I will be right back. As far as these big ones, not too sure. I guess I'm just gonna follow the same rule. Ooh, got a nice little water basin on top, and then right after that, I can even copy paste the waterfalls when I was testing some ideas for this level. Ho ho! All the waterfalls are just like a nice blue blending color, and just put in the level. Yeah, they're just vibing up there, bro. They're just vibing. I like it. I don't know why Robtop made these blocks all of a sudden blending, but I'm not hating it completely. As far as this monster, all I gotta do is add a couple of monsters into the water and just have them vibe. That's literally all I need. You know what? Why not? Let's add some sparkles. Let's add some sparkles to the water. Hold on. All right, but now for my small little effect. It's nothing crazy. It's literally gonna be so simple. I'm just gonna copy paste this and get the glow from it as well. Except for I'm gonna make the glow a little bit less saturated and a little tiny more bit bright. Gonna put this in the between. I need the small one. I'm just gonna put this all the way on B4, and then it should go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 theoretically. So hold up, it's gonna be like right here. Instead of negative 100 straight on, let's do 103, and try sign in, sign out. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done with all I wanted to add extra to years. There wasn't too much for me to add, and I'm really pretty much just gonna leave the ending the same. Alright, and I think that's it. So allow me now to show you all my version of years. Alright, next level we're going to be doing is Beast Mode. Now, Beast Mode, I like the theme of it. The only issue I have with it is that it's pretty plain. So I tried to do a couple of background things, but honestly, I'm not really feeling this background too much. At least for right now, so we're going to delete it. So what I'm going to emphasize in this level is mostly some of the movement, because this is more like a mechanical factory type beat level. So I'm really going to be focusing on the movement. So I already started a little bit of the movement off camera. I have like a little, it's not much. It's not really much. So all I got is these platforms over here coming up, and I accidentally took a chain up there. Whoopsie. So let's go ahead and get started. I already have a couple ideas for what I want to do here, but I guess the beginning is probably going to be the most difficult. So we're entering into a factory, and I don't want to put too many modern stuff into this. Let's start off with the spikes. Why not? So this is going to be 12, and we're actually going to delete that. We're actually going to be smart this time. We're actually going to get our move trigger and going to move it up 10, and we're going to make it bounce out. Then we're going to copy paste builder helper, copy paste builder helper, copy paste builder helper. I'm going to move these down and then move these over here. There we go. And then I guess what I can do for the beginning effect to make this come out a little bit is I need to find the construction block. There we go. This is the one I want. And we're going to put this in layer 1. We're going to put this in group 20. And we're going to go all the way up with this so we can have a nice little pulse effect here. It's just like the effect that I did for the other level, but way less complicated. Nice. Instead of probably having it plain like that, maybe what I can do is use these blocks to help it come out a little bit. But it looks kind of empty once the effect goes away, but there's a way I can fix that. So I'm going to put this on B3 along with this frame being on B3. And I'm going to get the same blocks that are pulsing up on a different layer, but they're going to be on B4 just so I can fill in the space. It doesn't look the same, but honestly, it looks better like that anyway. I'm gonna do a similar tactic to what I did in the previous level, and because I fell in love with the low opacity shading on the blocks for this. I might make that a little bit lower actually. So I'm going to, should I make this copy of the actually no, I want this to be a dark green. I want that to be dark green, and then I'm gonna copy paste this down, and I'm just gonna put these right over the extra other spikes. Where are they? Oh no, I did not mean to. Oh. Alright, so now in order to continue the beginning, I'm going to put a couple of cog gears here and there. Okay, I'm going to do something similar to what I did with the first saws. Except this is going to have a small inside to it. Let's see, get my black color. I'll put this on T1 as always. I'm going to have a copy pasted one that's going to be on the same Z layer, but it's going to be a blending color, so it's always going to be below it, which is going to be color 26. And then I'm just going to make a small little copy paste gradient going scaled up this way. Nice. Then what I can do just to make this part a little bit more animated is make these move up and down. So move 29, I guess 1, 2, 3. Awesome, that looks nice. I like the smooth movement. Awesome. I got some black clouds for like smog and stuff like that. Yeah, like you're in a nasty factory and all these smog and stuff like that. It's all up in the way, and this is like the entrance to it, you know? Trying to make a little bit of a story out of it. I'm just gonna put these like brambles and thorns on the outside. Ooh. What I like about what I'm doing with the Geometry world, I'm actually making each level feel like its own world and not just your average Geometry Dash level. You know? That was really my goal from the start of this. I really wanted each level to not feel like oh, this is just this type of level. Like, no, give it a little bit of a story, you know? Give it a little bit of identity instead of just having like, oh, it's just another level. Like, give it a little bit of theoretical story with it. Like, this is like outside of the factory and it's all crumbly, not crumbled, but it's all nasty and messy and stuff like that, you know? I am going to delete this one because this one just seems a little bit out of place for right now. So that's the number 11. We're just going to get rid of you. All right, I think I'm going to be done with the outside of the factory for right now, which is, it's just supposed to be like a little entrance, little taste of what you're going to get inside. Now, as for the inside of the factory, I actually have no clue how I'm going to do this. All right, first things first, we can actually just add like a stomper right here. That would be pretty easy to implement. What I need to do is to make sure these aren't blending though. Or actually, hold on. I know a way to cope for this. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy paste every single one of these. Copy paste and put these on B4. And the B4 is going to be the straight black. That way, I can still have the blending on top while also having the boldness on the bottom. That way, I can actually put spikes in between these sections without it clipping through the block or being opaque, or either being seen between the blocks. Awesome! Nice. See, that's the power of layering, ladies and gentlemen. That's the power of it. Oh, 15 actually works perfect there. Nice. Okay. And now I want to put the shading block on top of these. I'm kind of a fan of both. I think I am going to have the spikes on top though. Place this more just so we make sure it covers the screen when it comes crashing down. Go ahead and put a start position here as well. Oh yeah, -60 is perfect. Ooh. I like that actually. I really like that. Then I proceeded to make a background based off the block design. So all I did was copy the block design, made it darker, and made it the background. Might as well do something a little bit fancy, but nothing too crazy. Bro, if y'all recall, I did a rotation effect with the dragon and finger dash when I was recreating the ending of it. So I'm just gonna do something similar here right now. Middle. And then we're gonna get a circle and put this right in dead middle. So one, wait, that'll be center, there. Here would be the center. Yeah, let's give it a particle effect. Yeah, that makes it more immersive. Now we're gonna select the fireballs and proceed to go this way. And then with these, I put these in group 45, perhaps. And now what I want here are chains. That's actually so cool. For this part, I have the only thing I can think of to make it match this theme is by using the construction movement blocks here and hoping for the best. I want to try to be a little bit fancier. Maybe if I do like a lower brightness of this for the structuring, I want to see how that looks. Not too well. And now we're gonna go back to our roots with the gradient stick thing, and we're gonna do this, but instead with the blending color, we're just gonna do it with the black object, the black blending color with another low opacity, and we are going to do it like this. Ooh, that shading makes that look nice. I'm really not sure what to do with this part really, because it's not really much. I guess what I can do for the saws is, what if I make this black blending and then I make this like a blending blue maybe? Or maybe not even copy, maybe even copy this, whatever this color is. Let's put a couple of cog gears here and there, not really anywhere. I guess the last thing I can do for this to make it immersive is I'm going to put some shading on top of this and make it completely blacked out. And then what I started doing is I started making more the bigger animated construction blocks as a background and added a little bit of shading to it just to add a little bit of immersion to the ending. Yeah, not really much else I can add there, to be honest, since Robtop made this part really simple towards the end. So I guess all I can really do is just leave it as is and just give this a nice white arrow at the ending. Now that that's done, allow me to show you my version of Beast Mode. And the last level we're going to be doing today, which is our third level, is going to be Space Pirates. A highly requested level, actually, for the Geometry Dash World build series. So I already got started a little bit by having a small background that's nice and dark in comparison to the decoration of the blocks. And I added a little bit of movement right here, just to add a little bit of dynamicy into the level. Because, you know, the beginning of the level starts really dark, and then it turns bright, so I kind of wanted that to be reflected in the beginning section. Hence why I have these ghost flames just floating right here with chains. I'm actually really liking having the chains here. Actually, I really think that this is probably another one of Robtop's best levels when it comes to Geometry Dash World. And I also do have a couple of ideas right here. What is going on? Why is that man's forehead so large? Oh my. As far as the arrows go, the arrows I'm going to keep really simple as well, because it just makes the most sense to keep these simple. Yeah, by the way, I'm building this while I'm rendering a current rendition of the 2 levels that I've already built, just in case I'm not able to get this video out with all 3 of them, so you guys don't have to worry about it. At least you guys still get 2 levels while I'm gone. Actually, I do like the idea of movement in this level, so I am going to implement movement a little bit more here. So let's go ahead and do that with this block. Do I want to change that to the block I already made, or no? I need this to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 37. I need this to go up 50. Honestly, I never was a fan of this background, to be honest. Like, I like the idea of it, but it's so locked into a single theme that I really just can't implement it anywhere, honestly, because with this type of background, it has to be like this spooky, scary type of level, and there's nothing inherently wrong with having themed backgrounds. I just don't really see myself using them often. As terms of decoration, I'm just gonna put a couple of colored saws up here. How would these saws look? They're not bad. They're not bad. I might as well use them. I actually do want to implement some of this green stuff in here as well, because I feel like the color green, yeah, it's a tint, but it's not really being utilized that much in this level. So I want to add some of these green ones. Yeah. As far as decoration goes, I'm literally just going to cut paste these chains and chain lava things, well, chain fires, because they just look so nice. I can't get over these. For funsies, we can do a quick little rotation effect with the fireballs. So I'm gonna first need a fireball. I'm going, where is it? I can't find them. It's right here. Okay, now I'm going to need some blending greens and some grinding yellows. I'm also going to get the black sauce thing as the centerpiece, and I'm gonna scale it up, make that the maximum. Make this the color black, and make this match the color of the fireballs being green. Awesome, 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 awesome. I guess what I can do is a small little effect, which is going to involve like the skeletal pieces. And I guess I can decidedly like slowly but surely rise up from the ground like zombies. There's nothing crazy, it's just a simple effect, nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. This part I am going to continue the theme of having the green stuff here instead of the white spikes. That way it just fits a little bit better. Buff this part slightly by just making this bottom part a little bit more difficult to land on. So you don't just have like an easy time just sliding on in. It's like you have to put in at least a little bit of work when you get here. As far as background goes here, I guess we can be a little bit more creative than we have been. So I'm just gonna copy paste this, and trade it. It's gonna be basically following the same principle that I do for a majority of the levels for the Jump Jet World upgrade. It's taking the block design that they gave us and putting in the background. Just darkening it though. Alright, there we go. Now I got my checker patterned background for this part now. Really all I can think of is just doing this for this part. I think I'm just going to leave that part right there as is. Now as far as these guys, these are not going to be hard at all to do. But I do want to try a little something first. It just literally looks like deadlocked. But I like this better though. Dang it. But as I said before, as for the effect, it's going to be really simple. It's just going to be a low opacity version of this following behind it. So I'm going to need this to be in a different layer. We're all going to be alpha on the same group just to make it really simple to do. So alpha 70. I'm going to make it -30 for each of those. Have that happen immediately. And when 18 moves, there we go. Alright, cool. Oh, and then since Robtop just copy pasted it, yeah, it makes it like much more easier for me to just do what I have been. This part, all I'm gonna do is make these come earlier, because I know that a lot of people die to these because they try to sync with the music, but all it does is just end up killing the player. So I'm just gonna do everybody a favor and just simply move these over. That way this part is way less annoying. Ooh, fancy. And I guess as far as indication goes, I am actually going to put an arrow pointing up so I can actually tell the player to go up instead of down so they don't get crushed by the deadlocked monsters. And now I'm just going to add a couple of finishing touches, such as adding glow pieces to the bottom. And the last effect I'm going to do is actually have some of the skeleton heads just floating by, just to have a little bit of extra, not really wow factor, but more just a, hey, it's a dead level, sort of like an undead level. Here's some skeletons flying towards the player type of thing. They're not going to kill you, but they're just there to be fun. And I think that's all I'm going to add for now. So I think that's space, what is this level called? Alright, I think that Space Pirate's actually done. I don't really know the concept of space in this, but you know, whatever. Alright, so now allow me to show you guys my version of Space Pirates.